So, what have we got so far? We've got the circular message thing, which is a clue to the second puzzle box. We've got that second pod in the switch room. That needs a combination having to do with the bird silhouettes that we saw. Well, I guess let me explore around a little bit more, and if I can't figure something out, I'll glance at the walkthrough again. Okay. So. Let's take a note of some things here. Interestingly, these three, what I guess are underwater bunkers, I guess, I don't know. This is the one that had the vault in it, but these two have dots in them. This one with the vault in it doesn't. Here's another view of the cabins, which the one on the screen in the pod we were trying to move had this bridge going straight east, and each of these cabins on a corner. Here they're in the cardinal directions, almost. In fact, yeah. This one's on the north, west, south, east. There's the switch with the view of the conservatory and the sphere. Oh, you can just, okay, switch between views there. Okay, cool. On the screen in the pod, the birds for the combination were in the cardinal directions. And we got the birds here. But there's 6 of them in this thing. I was just trying to think, do we need to equate each of the cabins with the bird and figure out its position and use that for the combination? Or what? But as far as I could tell, nothing I've seen anyway has anything that equates the cabins with birds. Unless you're telling me I have to pay attention to the bird song, in which case, fuck that. Oh, shit. That's a second bird. You're kidding, right? Are you telling me I actually have to equate these things with birds with their song? You gotta be kidding me. I mean, if this thing played... Oh wait, is there a button in this thing? Okay. That makes it a little less egregious. Okay. I was about to fucking rant and rave. Ain't nobody playing this game a fucking bird expert. How are we supposed to figure that out? But okay. Alright. So that's what that bird sounds like. I don't remember hearing that next to one of the cabins. So let's switch to this one. And yes, I know there was another thing like this in another one of the cabins with like frogs and bugs and crawlies and whatnot. I'll look at that later. Short and sweet. Okay. I don't remember hearing any of these birds outside. Oh, press the button. And this should be the last one. Or maybe it's the first one, I can't remember. Okay, no, that's the last one. So let me listen to it again. Okay. So that sounds fairly distinctive. So let me go back outside and see if I hear that bird outside any of the cabins. No. Well, now I'm only hearing the same bird. God damn it, I don't want the menu. Okay, well. So much for that idea. Okay. Well, where was the other? There it was. So then let's see what we got on this one. Oh, that's the bee. Okay. Sounds more like a cicada than a moth, so I guess that's what that is. That's got to be a cricket. Yeah. Because grasshoppers don't really make noise, do they? Maybe they could, I don't know. So if that first one was a bee, what's this one, a fly? Yeah, I guess so. And then the last two are either frogs or toads. I've never been entirely sure of the difference. Okay. Well, that didn't really help us immediately. We now know that each of the birds in the combination for that pod has a specific sound attached to them. But we don't know where to find that sound.
My name's
Oh.
Aaron.
Oh,
I don't know who you are, but I assume Julia sent you. I know she must be worried, but I can't leave Alida until I free my twin brother Kivas. He's been locked up in one of the vaults. I suspect Laval was behind it. That's why I had to lock him in the conservatory. He was acting suspicious. You know, I have a feeling you're on the right track. The other guys aren't here.
that makes one of us.
Combinations. I can't figure out how to open these doors.
Well, you could have helped me a little bit more. Okay. So that's Kivas locked in that vault that was showing us the note and whatnot. Not Aaron. And according to what he said, the other members are, or at least one other member, is locked away somewhere here in the conservatory. Laval, I think he said. Okay. Wait a minute. Julia said at the beginning that she gave us the necklace. And that would signify to Aaron that she sent us. We were on his side or whatever. Aaron in the black shirt said, "Hi, I don't know who you are, but I assume..." Well, my thought was he said, "I assume Julia sent you," but who I thought was Aaron in the vault, turns out now it might be Kivas, he held up a necklace like this and said, "Hey, are you... did Julia send you, I guess?" Sort of like that. So is black shirt Aaron maybe actually Kivas impersonating Aaron? I don't know. Got a lot to think on, and I don't know where to go to think on it. I think it might be time for another quick peek at the walkthrough. Because here's the thing. This is the second time we've seen who for now I'll just refer to as Aaron in the black shirt, and the one in the vault I'll say Aaron in the white shirt, or Aaron in the vault or whatever. This is the second time we've seen him trying to get into this door, which is so far the only vault we've seen with all the riches in it. And Aaron's messenger playback thing in his cabin mentioned that Kivas was the manager of the band and was, if I remember it right, he was saying that construction of Alida, the attraction, was a waste of money, and he wanted the band more to focus on making a second CD. So my current theory / wondering, again, I could be wrong, is I'm wondering at the moment if Aaron in the black shirt is Kivas trying to run away with all the band's riches. But again, kind of no point in speculating when I can't even figure out where I need to go right now. Okay, so we're back in the ruined area, and apparently I missed an arch somewhere. Oh, yeah, there it is, right there. Okay. So this apparently goes to the... oh, there we go. To the lookout area. Goes to a dead end is what it looked like. Alright, on up we go. Okay, yeah. This is the shorter, sort of... the building that resembled the conservatory that we saw earlier. Okay, do I need to make note of what color these posts are? Certainly seems like it. They're different colors on each end. Okay, there's the ruins. That is the long bridge going, I think, to the cabins. Yeah. Okay. This is purple. This is blue. Whoop, hello. Okay, so there's an N there. So I guess this is pointing north. Oh, not quite. There we go. There's the N on this side. Yeah, and there's the neck of the guitar. Okay, well, I found this area. Cool. At the moment, I'm not entirely sure what good it's doing me. I can look up here. I don't think I can look up in any of the other areas. No, although, granted, there's not much to look up at. And this is the only balcony on the lookout. Looks down onto the ruins. I guess maybe this was to help us figure out which cabin and needed to have which lever set on which configuration if we hadn't figured it out down there already. But, I mean, it's kind of obvious. You can see the house, you can see the squares, so. I could be reading too much into it, but there's surely got to be a reason we can turn around and look this direction at almost every point and see what color the posts are. But then on the other hand, I don't remember seeing anything that needed colors input into it. I didn't want to go downstairs. I just wanted to look at that. Again, I did not tell you to do that. Well, we found this area. Cool. I'm still kind of stuck. So it is, as I speak to you right at this moment, a new recording session. And between sessions, managed to open up a new path. And haven't explored that path yet, but I managed to open it up. So I reloaded the save so I could show you what I did. I figured this out. Granted, I had to, again, prod myself in the right direction by peeking at the walkthrough, but the rest I figured out on my own. So, this, if you'll remember, is the view into this sphere here. And we need to figure out the combination represented by these dials here. And the clue to which, if you'll remember, was in one of the cabins, specifically Luke's. Meet me there, and I'll explain what we need to do. So here we are in Luke's cabin. And this, again, is the clue to that turret area, apparently is what it's called. And if you'll remember, each of these buttons, when you press it, lights up with a 1, shows you a representation of that. You move this around, and the number changes, and sometimes you'll have a blank space. Like, for instance, there. And the number, and if you go back to 1, it resets. And the numbers go up to 5. So, the key, and this is the only bit that I looked at in the walkthrough. Again, I tried to figure out the rest of my own, but the key with each dial is you need to figure out a path from 1, which is the starting path, sequentially on up to 5 in each case. And you can use the blank spaces like that. You can use the blank spaces to continue your path without penalty. For instance, if you go from 2 to blank to 3, that counts as going straight from 2 to 3. So, I don't know if you can see this. No, you can't, because my backlight's too bright. Let's see if I can do something about that. There you go, now you can. As you can see, I basically sort of made a grid of the positions of each square. Turn my backlight on again. I really need a new camera. But anyway, I'll save you all the tiny little details about it. Instead, if I can open the door. There we go. I'll meet you back at the turret. Hey, voila, here we are. Editing magic, ain't it wonderful? Go ahead and turn off rocket mode. And again, I'll spare you the details, but essentially what we need to do is with this top dial, I'll call it for lack of a better word, we need to move the position left 3 times, which means we need to click and drag right. Like that. That goes to a blank space, and then that's 2, then that's 3. And then we click and drag up to move it down 3 times. So that goes to 4. That's another blank space. That goes to 5, and we should see, yes, one of the ladders inside the sphere moving. There we go. So now, for the second one, we need to move right once, so we click and drag to the left. There we are. And then we move down. And then we're going to move up 3 times. 2, 3. And then we move right again. And that should do it. Yes. There we are. And now, for this bottom one, we move left once. So I'm already confused. Left means we drag it to the right. Okay, yeah. Left and right are so weird on these, especially since sometimes left and right can get changed depending on how far up or down you move. Anyway, we moved left once, now we move down twice, so we click and drag up. And then we want to go left again, so we click and drag right, I hope. Yes, okay, now down one more time, and that should trigger, yes, the last ladder. There we go. And now, the view on the screen switches, and we should be seeing a very familiar looking ladder with a grate on it. Grate goes away, and now that turns off because this is done. The ladder's open, we can climb down it. And again, I haven't gone down there yet. I reloaded my save so I could show you what I did. An interesting puzzle, although granted, I feel like it could have used a little bit more in the hint department. I think if, like, the clue device in Luke's cabin, maybe if it lit up or something when he found the right path, that could have keyed me in better. Because if you put in the movements that I just showed you on that clue device, nothing happens. I don't know, maybe you're supposed to figure out for yourself that the numbers go up to 5 and you're supposed to make a path to 5. I don't know. But regardless, we got that grate open, and I gotta remember where it is. I think it's this way, so get rocket mode back on. Yeah, it's past, yeah. I remember now. Is this the way? Yeah, there it is. Okay. Turn rocket mode off. Did I do it? No, I didn't. There we go. Now it's off. Now, back to unexplored territory. Here we go. So, finally got inside this sphere. Oh, good. More ladders. Oh, we found the 4th vault. Where's I get to? Dots. Oh, well, Well, no. The 4 is in a diamond pattern, yeah. So are there 8 of them? Yeah. So 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, 4. I was just thinking, the message in the switch room that we saw with the drawing of the second puzzle box. You know, the one with the circles and dots and lines over it. That whole thing that I copied down. I wonder if that was a clue to this. If so, I mean, oh, another letter. If so, I was going to say I wonder why I bothered writing it down, but I don't know. Maybe it's a clue to something else. Who knows? Oh, hello. Oh! I know what that is. That's the wait. Or that's what I thought was a door. It's a wait, apparently. That was... Yeah, it's got the people and... That door's open now. That's the point I'm trying to make. Okay. Let me go back up. And... There we are. Actually, I didn't look. Was there something we could pick at through here? No, there isn't. Okay. So let me write this down. 1213, 1214, 1213, 1214. All right. Let's put this in the second puzzle box and see if we get anywhere. Oh, hello. What note is that? That's Lodo. Okay. So Lodo in sphere with ladders, I guess I'll call it. All right, second puzzle box over here. So, basically I have to change everyone except that one. Excuse me a second. And 3. Hey, I did it. Didn't even have to press the button or hold it or nothing. So I forget whose puzzle box, pod slash thing, whatever this is. How's that for coherent sentences? I guess maybe we'll find out when we take a ride.